Hello, criminal justice enthusiast, and welcome back to RoboCop Rogue City. So in the last episode, we went ahead and retrieved the stolen car, and we let the crook return it since we were nice to him. So in this episode, we're gonna probably get over to the arcade, but I do want to investigate the buildings along the way. Perhaps I'll find another side quest that I have to do. We shall see. Sort of want to go back into that laundromat there, but I'm gonna see how these people are doing over here first.
I heard your daughter was promoted to executive, huh? Why not ask her for help?
I'd rather ask the devil. My daughter is cold and heartless. Why do you think they promoted her in the first place?
It's interesting how they have these little storylines there between different characters. Nothing over here, really. Yes, I do want to go back to that laundromat. I think we'll head there before we head any further away from it. Because the one guy in the back room started to talk to me before the advertisement was finished. So, sort of curious to see if he has anything else he wants to say. He's got a cat. So, nothing else he wants to say to me. Guess I'll investigate to see if there's anything criminal going on here. I can't put the radio to play anything else. Oh, there is something here. Notice, if I catch any of you dopeheads washing jelly beans or marbles just for kicks, I'll make you pay for the parts you wrecked. Well, I guess that explains the temporarily out of service ones. Now I'm sort of curious about putting marbles into a washing machine. Oh well. Guess I should leave. I'm gonna head down this back alley here. Then we'll check out the front of the building here in a little bit as well. I do keep finding these little pieces of hidden evidence, things of that nature, and I do want to find all of them that I can, so I'm gonna take my time in exploring everything. Alright, so this seems like the back door to the building we're probably supposed to go into. And we will get there eventually. We're gonna go down that way first.
He drew a gun and asked me for money. Only a moron steals from a beggar. That's what I said. But then he started shooting.
Okay. RoboCop doesn't seem that interested in those crimes. So I guess we'll just leave it alone. They're remodeling this building. Interesting. Is that my squad car? Is this where I pulled up in the first place? Yeah.
Saw you on the TV. Come here. I haven't congratulated you yet. He's my favorite TV star.
Thanks to you, Kurt's finally had a reason to watch something other than the fast food channel.
I was merely doing my duty. That kind of hostile situation is not the only thing I can resolve. Can you tell me what happened here?
Nasty murder. The victim is a white female, mid-20s, identified as Casey Carmel. Had a history of petty crime and prostitution, but believe it or not, that's her real name.
Any leads?
The case is closed. OCP won't spend a single dime on the murder of a prostitute.
Cost optimization. Fancy name for we don't give a shit about poor people.
So if you were to look around the crime scene, you would potentially be exposing OCP to extra costs.
If you want to do that, be our guest.
Huh. That homeless
Is
man
that
involved?
homeless man considered a suspect?
Nah, we know the guy. You can rule him out.
The guy's a loon, a mental patient. He thinks that aliens dumped the body here.
Talk to him if you want. Just prepare to hear a tall tale about green people.
Interesting.
Do you have any thoughts about that murder?
I bet the girl was killed somewhere else, and the body was only dumped here. And we got the tire tracks, drag marks. If we find a car that matches, we'll find our perp. Yeah, I guess the perp had his hands covered in some green-blue guacamole-ish goo. The body's covered in it.
Why does it always come back to food with you? Anyway, we need to do a proper analysis.
Okay.
The best way to cut the costs of policing is to cut the criminals down.
Tell me about it. I didn't join the force to pick up dead bodies off the street.
Yeah, but what can we do?
Okay, so basically RoboCop's
I will
idea...
look around. We must bring the murderer to justice.
So his idea is shoot now, shoot later, shoot some more, and then the criminals are all dead. Activate RoboCop vision by pressing left trigger to highlight enemies and important objects in the environment. You can investigate those objects or use them in combat. Sounds like a plan.
Somebody dumped her a few feet from here. The blood traces on the ground indicate she was dragged. Nasty wound. Looks like she was hit with a blunt object, possibly a hammer. That's this green-blue shit under her arm. No idea what it might be, but there is more of it around.
Oh, there's the earpiece. Alright.
Her heels had to touch the ground when the body was dragged.
Alright, so we had a successful scan, investigation finished. Spilled garbage relevant to the case.
Poor Casey.
Custom extended wheelbase. Have you seen a vehicle like this around?
Nah. But that narrows it down significantly. Good catch, Robo.
Blood type AB. And whoever hit her really hard because most of her skull is missing there, it seemed like. I guess this is the bathroom portion of this homeless camp? Don't know. Alright. I guess I had to talk to him.
What do you know about the dead body we found here?
It's as simple as it gets. Aliens did it.
Aliens.
I've been investigating them for years. They send rats to spy on me. They don't want me to show you this list.
What list?
It's a list of aliens living in Detroit. All 37,617 of them. The murderer included.
Oh, I gotta know if I'm on the list.
Am I on the list?
On the alien list? Of course not. You're on another list, but let's not worry about that now. The scale of this conspiracy frightens me too. But maybe we can narrow it down if you found any clues at the scene. You know, something unusual.
I'm afraid I cannot rely on your assumptions. but please do stay available for further questioning.
Missed one over here. Alright.
Probably belonged to our victim. Let's try to find other clues.
Alright, so we got a question to witness again.
Most likely a van with a custom extended wheelbase. Does your list contain any information on such a vehicle?
Jackpot! I've got a guy with a van that matches your description. I don't know his ID, but I know where you can find him. A film set near the courthouse. They're shooting a TV commercial and it's run by aliens, so it all makes sense. Casey must have discovered something there, and they got her. That must have been what's happened.
I'm gonna ask about the
Why do you
aliens.
think that aliens are involved?
I saw the guy who dumped the body here. I saw his skin. It was green and glowing like those toy dinosaurs that children play with and years later develop serious diseases from.
Okay.
Why do you think that aliens run the set?
Who do you think runs the advertising business? They're stuffing commercials with subliminal messages. They use additional film frames with commands to make us obey. Don't you know what happens to those who watch TV?
What is the purpose of your list?
It's my tool to spread the truth. I update it every month and add it to my newsletter. You should read it. It's free. You'll find out some stuff that you wouldn't see on TV.
Like what?
Take the moon landing, for example. Didn't happen. Why? Because the moon doesn't exist. First time hearing about it? That's why you need my newsletter.
Alrighty then.
I will verify your statement. Nevertheless, I recommend you consult a psychiatrist at the earliest possible time.
Yeah, I agree with Robo on that one.
The set.
Okay. See if there's anything over here real fast. Then we'll head in that direction. Looking for any alcohol or drugs that may cause that guy's aliens to appear. Well, that's cool. We're right out on the water here. Can't enter there. And more nuke found. Maybe that's what caused the aliens. Don't know. I mean, there's a shopping cart and stuff down here. So, very possible. Those pipes too sort of look like something's dumped into the water here. Which, I mean, this is Detroit, so I guess that's probable, not even possible. Speaking of dumping into the water,
Littering is prohibited.
What was I supposed to do? I've missed the garbage collection and we had fish on Friday. You have no idea how much it reeks.
I will not issue a ticket on this occasion, But remember that littering is like dumping negative emotions on others. It spoils the relationship.
Still better than a spoiled fish.
Alright, so I helped the guy. He didn't seem like really a bad person. Oh, that's cool. Boat going by. I don't know if that just happens randomly at points, or if I did something to trigger that, or what the case is. There's so much to explore to this whole area. I mean, I already did one video and we covered one bit there with the car. We still haven't gone to the arcade because we're still looking at different things. What are these two up to? Yeah, you two look suspicious, but it's not allowing me to do anything, so I guess I'll leave you be for now. I do love how large this area is and just very open for me to look at different things.
Today, the whole nation mourns the loss of Mr. Pinky, host of America's most beloved children's show, Growing Up with Mr. Pinky. He was brutally murdered by a motorcycle gang in a Chicago brothel after a heroin smuggling gone wrong.
Okay. Yeah. Not much to say about that. You two got anything to say? No? Okay. Random people smoking. Nobody's talking here like the homeless were earlier. Where am I as far as points? Still a ways away. Oh, here's a random box to open. Nuke. Stolen jewelry. More nuke. That was a good score. Thought the gate had shut on me or something. Stolen handbag.
coming. I can feel it.
Okay then. Well, we've wandered far away from the arcade at this point.
What is happening here?
They're shooting a TV commercial for Sunblock 5000.
Night does not seem an appropriate time for such practice.
Yeah, they ran into some problems, and it's running later than expected.
I swear, we're staying here until we finish, or you're doing it without me.
Jerry, don't you think you're being unreasonable?
You better find us another understudy so we can get this over with.
Let him in. We don't want to hinder the work of law enforcement.
I have reason to believe that someone from your crew is involved in a crime. We found a green-blue substance like your sunblock at the crime scene. The suspect was driving a van with a custom extended wheelbase.
We use a lot of different vans, but I wouldn't know if they're the type you're looking for.
In that case, I would like to look around.
Actually, you could be of some use to me, too. I have a problem here, and its name is Jerry. Jerry Jenkins. I need a reason to cancel his contract, and I think you could find one for me.
That does not sound like a task of a police officer.
But it could be, though. I'm sure he's guilty of something. You just have to find out what it is. I can give you access to anything without a warrant.
Huh. not sure which one I want here.
I can make trouble for anyone who deserves it.
I believe that. Dig deep. I bet Mr. Big Shot doesn't have a clear conscience. Start with the computer. There's a list of vehicles allowed to park on set there, but look for something on Jenkins, too.
Works for me. So, very well might be Jenkins. Alright, Nikki Troy, set manager assistant. Teresa Robinson, set manager. Night shooting preparation, things to do. Delivered today, 6:14. Don't worry, Teresa, I'll handle everything. You must know that crew is afraid of working at nighttime. Maybe we should arrange for more bodyguards? Alright. Topic. Cars allowed to park on set updated. Delivered yesterday. Some numbers, one additional van outside the team. Suspicious message from Teresa. I'm sorry to hear that you've encountered difficulties working with Jerry. Please excuse him, he's in a bad mood. You know how sensitive an artist he is. Fortunately, I've been his agent long enough to know what would help. The company of a nice, beautiful girl. Don't worry, I'll arrange everything myself. Just charge this to the client's account. Alright. Is there anything else that I needed off this computer? I think that was it on the computer. Tire tracks and wheelbase match. Question Jerry Jenkins.
The evidence I have gathered shows that you are connected to the investigation that I am conducting.
So what?
The perpetrator was someone with skin that seemed to be covered with sunblock. I saw the storyboard. You fit the description.
Nice try, but I won't even touch that toxic goo. I've got it in the contract. I use body doubles for all the shots where I'm supposedly covered with it. Wait, that bitch sent you after me, didn't she? She's looking for a way to screw me over and hide her incompetence. You want to investigate something, then ask her about the guy she hired as the understudy. His face looks like a walking mugshot. On top of that, I bet he's the one who stole my ring. See what she has to say about him, pal.
Alright, well that changed things quite quickly.
I spoke with Jenkins. He mentioned that you hired a criminal. This individual may be the perpetrator I am looking for.
You mean the understudy? Did Jenkins tell you that I hired him? He was the one who recommended him for the job. Don't believe me? Check the camera footage to see what good friends they are.
Alright.
Why did you hire the understudy?
Jenkins' contract says he will not use sunblock, and none of the professional understudies wanted to do it either. They all say it's toxic. So I had no choice. Jenkins brought a guy and said he could do the job.
Okay. So is it toxic? That's my first question.
Where is the understudy now?
I have no idea. And that's the whole point. We can't keep shooting because he's disappeared. I hope the guy's in the hospital or worse, because if he's not, I'll kill him myself. It's a joke, of course. You understand jokes, don't you?
Show me the footage.
Check the camera footage.
Who are you, pal?
Your agent sent me. Special services. Pussies, man. I've got a place.
Of course, Mr. Jenkins, I'll take...
Take it and get lost. The smell of hard-boiled eggs mixing with this green shit makes me want to puke. Looking at your face doesn't help either. You mentioned something about special services.
Only the best in Detroit.
I find that hard to believe.
I've got just the girl for you. Her name's Casey. She's...
No names.
Okay.
Your understudy offered you the services of a prostitute. She was likely the prostitute who was killed.
People offer me things all the time, but that doesn't mean I accept every one of them.
I'm gonna go with crime because he is sort of a pretty boy. He probably is gonna get scared enough by this.
Withholding information about illegal activity is also a crime.
Ha! If that's the case, I wouldn't be the only criminal in this goddamn business. You know what? Now that I think about it, why shouldn't I help the law enforcement of this here beautiful city?
Where can I find the understudy?
He works at a gas station nearby. But I don't think that's his main source of income.
I am not done with you yet. Do not leave the city.
Well, that's a walk away too. All right. Well, I guess we'll trudge on over there. We are really seeing quite a bit of this city. Yeah, we had seen the unauthorized painting before. It's the same guy who had painted before as well, probably, because it's the same thing that's being said on it.
I always wanted to be a cop. I even applied to the academy, but it turns out that extensive criminal history and drug addiction prevent you getting in.
Okay then. Oh, there's a cop car over there. Might be mine. I did park somewhere.
Could you please keep the noise down? You're scaring off my customers.
Can't hear you. Music's too loud.
Nothing I can do about it, evidently. Oh, never mind.
Good evening. Are those two men bothering you?
First, they harass my customers. Then they threaten to burn down my shop. You need to do something about it, officer.
What do you want, cop? Can't we have a little bit of fun? We did nothing wrong.
I'm gonna go with the music is too loud to start with.
The music is too loud. My sound sensor measures 126 decibels. You are damaging your ears as we speak.
Oh, man. Don't talk to me like that. I don't understand numbers.
That's what I expected him to say. So that way I can do this.
Your volume control seems to be broken.
Leave it! That's
Let me
brand
help.
new! I've only stole...
Thanks, officer.
No problem. Oh, I knew that was going to be the outcome there. That's why I wanted to give him the opportunity. I'd be nice if he, had turned it down. That would have been the end of it. But
Coming up, is your air freshener secretly killing you? Find out at 11.
well, I should watch that because that is an interesting sounding broadcast. Anyway, Independent News number 14. In this issue, extraterrestrial marketing. Another commercial stuffed with subliminal messages is being filmed behind the courthouse. They won't fool us again. River littering trend. Or is it just a cover story to feed the sea monsters lurking just below the surface? Signs. Interstellars paint their names on the buildings around the laundromat. As how they will take ownership of the entire town unless we stop them. Yeah, that guy's got some serious issues. But I am curious about the river monsters. That sounds exciting. Well, we have arrived in hell. Smears of sunblock, substance found on the victim's body.
Who's there? You have to help me, man. This shit is burning my skin.
Sunblock is the least of your worries.
Look, I know why you're here, but I'm innocent. I swear.
You are being detained in connection with the murder of Casey Carmel. If you require medical attention, it will be given to you.
I didn't do it. Jenkins killed her. Jerry Jenkins, the guy from TV. You have to believe me.
You will make your statement at the station.
And you'll let Jenkins walk free. He's the one who killed Casey. They met here yesterday.
Casey's body was covered in sunblock. The evidence points to you.
I arranged the meeting, I admit, but I was gone when this happened. When I came back, she was already dead, and I decided to get rid of the body. Jenkins is the only one who could have done it.
Alright, well, why meet
Why
here?
would Jenkins be meeting a prostitute here when there is a motel across the street?
His agent got a hold of me and told me that the guy values his privacy. The money was good, and I was able to provide him with a discreet option.
And Jenkins was happy with the arrangement.
He was bitching at first, but when he saw Casey, he stopped being so picky.
Why would Jenkins kill that woman?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Are you stalling?
She may have mentioned something about wanting to blackmail Jenkins, but I knocked the idea out of her head. At least I think I did.
Why did you not go to the police?
What would I say? That a famous celebrity killed a street prostitute in the back of my gas station? That's a bit much even for this city.
Dumping that woman's body in a dumpster seemed like a better idea to you?
It's not my fault that people would rather believe a guy from TV over me.
I will verify your version of events, but you will still suffer the consequences of the actions you have taken.
Hurry up, please! It burns!
So we have the truck, definitely. Looking for a murder weapon is, I'm guessing, what I need to find here. Maybe look in the back of the truck? Can I do that? Oh. Hadn't noticed that this door allowed me to go through. Wow. Just wow. Alright, so there's the hammer. Camera lens concealed in the wall. Hidden room detected. Alright, well that's one, is the murder weapon. Our face matches victim's cranial lesions. Blood type AB matches the sample found. Glasses model match. Jenkins. Alright. So I know there's got to be a hidden room. There we go. Okay, well that's pretty straightforward.
So, did you find anything?
According to the evidence, Jenkins is guilty of the murder of Casey Carmel.
I told you!
However, you are guilty of concealing a crime and desecration of a corpse. I will call medical assistance. You will be taken in when your condition permits.
Alright, time to go arrest the celebrity now. Just taking a quick jog by this stuff just to see if there's anything here. There's a kitty. Rooms by the hour, full privacy. Alright. Going to make this arrest.
I can't let you in, Robo. They're in the middle of a shot.
This cannot wait.
They say that 20 seconds in the California sunshine is too much these days. Ever since we lost the ozone layer.
I have a solution for you if you are looking for some protection against that California sunshine.
The hell?
A stay in Detroit prison. Jerry Jenkins, you are under arrest for the murder of Casey Carmel.
I seen you on TV. You're glitching again. Ah, it hurts. For fuck's sake, it hurts.
Okay. So we completed that mission. Good. And we got an experience point out of it. Definitely a good thing. Printed circuit boards for the Auto 9. Very interesting. Gonna have to see how that works. Why do I have this? I didn't want that. I wanted this one, actually. wonder if there's a way to reset my points, because that wasn't what I had wanted. Oh, it's unfortunate, but what did that give me? Reduces damage received by 80% for a short time. Yeah, that's not great. I mean, I guess it's alright, but this is the one I really wanted, so I got auto health regeneration. But oh well. This is where I'm putting my points right now, because I want to get that, gain 30% more experience points. I want to get the experience points faster, so that way I can go ahead and... Yeah, I can't reset those. Alright, unfortunate. Hadn't realized I had put those in the wrong place. But alright, so now we put the point where we wanted to. I'm curious about that Auto 9 thing. That's sort of interesting to me. Does this guy have anything to say to us now? Nope. Does she have anything to say to us now?
Well, that's a wrap.
Alright. And with that, we'll go ahead and end this episode here, I think. Sooner or later, we're going to go over to that arcade, but we just haven't gotten there yet. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and end things here. If you enjoyed what I did in this episode, please go ahead and click that like button. If you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, so they're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you back for more RoboCop Rogue City.